All right, well, hey, let's get right into it, okay? I'm Timmy, welcome to my channel. I'll talk about more of that in a second, but you are here because you're either a subscriber or the algorithm has found you to be someone that is thinking about starting your window cleaning business, and rightfully so, because right here in my tailgate, my bag of tricks, everything I'm about to pull out has earned me over hundreds of thousands of dollars in the last 3.5 years since I've been running it full time. Let's get into it. I'm gonna talk about all the major pieces of equipment that I've used. We're gonna start low, kind of 250 bucks. Here's what it gets you, $500, $1,000, few $1,000s, and we'll go through the levels. That way you can decide where you want to jump in at, and it's going to be comprehensive. Everything you need to know to start your window cleaning business. And let me add this, because you've probably seen a lot of other videos like this. This is not a weak man's game, okay? You gotta be someone that's saying, hey, I'm serious about changing my life. I'm serious about making some money. I wanna roll up my sleeves. I wanna get to work. I wanna get my hands dirty. If that's you, way to go. I think it's you because you're watching this video and it's time for you to get serious. Jump in, get your equipment, get going, start working hard, right? You're gonna have to hit pavement, put door hangers up, start texting all your friends, telling all your friends and family. Like, this is about getting serious. If you're not serious, no need to watch this. But if you're like, I'm ready to go, you're firing me up, I want to get after it, let's get after it, okay? Secondly, if you want to check out my channel, I'd love that. Hit the subscribe, hit the like on this video. On my channel, it's more things like this. Overall, I cover mindset, money, and movement. It's this idea of being healthy in all three in the meantime of life, right? We're all heading somewhere. Let's start focusing on where we are right now. Let's get healthy in our mind, in our money, and our physical movement. Because if we're only healthy in our money, but not our mindset, not our movement, we usually suck. We're Scrooges. If we're only physically healthy, but we don't have good money situation, we don't have a healthy mindset, then we're literally just a Greek statue, right? If we have a good mindset, but no money, no good physical health, then we're not gonna get to enjoy that smart brain of yours, right? So let's get healthy in all three. That's what my channel's about. I'm done. Let's get after it. Let's talk about all the pieces of equipment that you need, how much they are around, and how it's gonna help you in your business. Also, every single thing I'm talking about, unless I say otherwise, is from windowcleaningresource.com, right? Windowcleaner.com. I'm not affiliated by them yet. Window Cleaner, where you at? But that's where I get all my equipment. They're amazing, amazing business. You should check them out. Without further ado, let's get going. All right, honest to God, right here, less than $150. If you get this stuff, you can start cleaning windows, first floor levels, and start making some money, all right? So this bucket and lid, windowcleaner.com. Like I said, I won't say that anymore. This is a great bucket because it allows you to stick your washer all the way in. I think if you got both of these things, it's about $50 or $60, but I've had this one from the inception of my business. So let's crack it open, see what's inside. You literally can start making money with your bucket and your washer. Lots of different sleeves you can put on top. I go with the, this is actually an Unger handle, but I usually go with the Maker handles, and this is a Maker scrubber. You're looking $30, $40 because they're really high quality. They're gonna last you a long time. It's definitely worth it. So washer, and then squeegee. I got an Unger squeegee, Unger movable channels. I would say that is the way to go because you can put all different kind of sizes on your Unger handle. That's why I love those channels. I have a Edery rubber. That's what I choose. That's what I like. You can go with the Unger rubber as you're getting started. Right here, I don't know, 30 bucks probably. It's quality. I've had this one for a long years, and so change the rubbers out every couple of weeks. So towel, microfiber towel, you can get these for like $5. I buy big packages of them. That helps for detailing around the window. Definitely worth it. And then inside here, this is not a must, it's just something that I like. It is something I use for all my pole work, and that is the Mormon squeegee. It just kind of swivels like this, makes it really easy. I have, you know, that one obviously. And then I've got this little washer, not a must, but I like it because if I'm doing a lot of little French pane windows, and again, you're gonna look $20 to $30 for all these, but these are some of the necessaries. Hey Zoe, good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
And then once you get good, oh, you do? You got some blueberries? Awesome. Once you get good, you can get an 18-inch squeegee. That one is 12 inches. 12 inches is what I learned on. It's a really easy way to go. 18 inches, obviously, you're able to clean more in one setting, but you'll probably have to practice a little bit. But like I said, some absolute bare essentials. So let's keep going, and I'll talk about things that I do think are kind of a must, but you don't need them to get started. But let's move on, things that really help my business pop. Before I break down my belt, three other things that I think could be really helpful. One, people ask me all the time in the comments, what solution? I literally just use Dawn dish soap. Dawn Platinum, it's my go-to. Summer times, maybe the Orange Crush, but this is it. It works fine, right? Secondly, having a scrubber, this is gonna be a few dollars. I get steel wool. Let's see, where is it here? Steel wool 0000. Make sure it's 4 zeros or you will scratch your window. 4 zeros steel wool. This helps scrub up the dirt, agitate all the dust, things like that. I would say that's a must. And then people ask me all the time, how do I get screens out? This thing. They literally give these away at paint stores. It's a paint can opening thing for screens. I just kind of push up the top, pop it out at the bottom. You're ready to go. All right, let's get on to my belt. Everyone ask a lot of comments about the belt and everything on it. We're gonna break it down real quick. And basically, Unger belt makes it super easy. The reason it's nice is you got your washer, get it all wet, it goes in right there. You got your squeegees, they go right there. The bucket on a belt, BOAB. This one I think is about $50. Super solid, I've had it for years, way to go. I bought this little extra pouch that goes on it because it holds my steel wool, holds my blade, this blade is just to get really hard pieces of dirt and grime that don't come off the window. You can get that at Home Depot. It is literally just the Stanley scraper. I do have a little brush here that I got from Window Cleaner Resource, and I use this for the tracks. If the window has a lot of cobwebs or dirt around it, I will use that as well. But I don't know, it's probably like $8 or whatever. Again, all the link to windowcleaner.com in the description of this video. I also bought this thing. I don't know what you call it, but it's got the little loops. I just throw my towels in there, makes it super easy. Scrubber, I can't believe how many questions I get about this. I don't know, it's maybe like $20. Walnut scrubber. You buy the handle once, then you rebuy the pads. These are walnut scrubbing pads. They have two different kinds. I go with this one, the brown one, and that just, if steel wool is gonna get things a little bit better, but if I don't need the steel wool, I'm gonna scrub all the exterior windows with this. Makes it super easy. Bought this thing. It's an Unger, I don't even know the names, guys. This little thing slides it in, has my little 6-inch squeegee in there too. Makes it super easy. These are things you can find on the website. The other thing I get so many questions about is my spray bottle. This is just water with a couple seconds of Dawn dish soap in it, and I like to do it outside, sometimes inside, just to get the window nice and wet, and it allows me to keep my washer wet for longer, not have to carry my bucket around or run back and re-dip my washer, right? So this right here, you're under $500 still. It's awesome. These just make your efficiency go way up, allows you to make more money in shorter amount of time. So I would say these are things that probably would be a necessity. So if you're saying like, I really want to start a business, right here, this is what I would get. All right, once you got that stuff, from there, we're gonna get into some pricier things, but they're gonna last you forever unless you leave them in your truck bed and they get stolen twice, like that's happened to me. My point is, a step stool. This is gonna be huge because there's gonna be times inside and outside. You just need to, people are like, well, pole work. Yeah, you can use poles, I use poles. It's gonna be easier to use a step stool. I don't know, So step stool, this is a Gorilla step stool, $70 from Home Depot. I think it's the way to go. It's super solid. I had bought some cheaper step stools in the past and they don't last, right? So from the step stool, we are gonna talk ladder. The ladder that I have, it's a little giant, becomes a lot of different sizes. All right, little giant ladder, it's about $400. So it's a big investment. I like it because it becomes a ton of different sizes, right? This ladder straight up goes to be 24 feet, I believe. Like this, I can get it up to 12 feet, A-frame. And so I like it because it's super versatile. It folds up, fits in my truck well. You didn't even know it was back there. And I would say a ladder is definitely gonna be important, especially if you wanna start hitting second story jobs, not using a pole, I get it. But with all that said, you don't gotta buy this ladder new. Get on Facebook Marketplace, call your grandpa, call your dad's uncle, call somebody, be resourceful, right? That's what you're trying to do. That's what starting a business is I need to be as resourceful as possible with as little as I have. So whatever you need to do to get you a ladder, get you a ladder. If you have the ability to go out and buy a $400 ladder, which makes all this close to, I don't know, maybe close to $1,000, then do it. But, you know, and again, your ROI is gonna be huge. It could be $100,000 with just this stuff right here. So very small percentage, a 1%, right, of what you could have in return. But either way, if you're not there yet, figure out how to get your hands on a ladder. It's gonna be a must. So all these things I would say are must or necessities, but there's other ways that you don't gotta go out and buy them brand new, right? Figure out how to get your hands on them. Okay, another item that isn't necessarily a necessity, just a nice add-on, but is about 360 bucks, is the screen cleaner. So the reason I like it, and I'll show an example, is it just makes it really easy to get your screen wet and to wash it and then rinse it off, right? So what I do for my situation is you hook the hose up, get the water running, move the screen through it to get it all wet, then I soap it up real good with a rag, put it back through, and it's clean. So that's why I like it. Not a necessity. You could just literally spray down the screen afterwards. Borderline necessity, especially with the machine I'm about to show you next, but garden hose. Get any kind of garden hose you want, okay? I've had a lot of luck with the Flexzilla. It was $65. This thing was like $40 from Home Depot. Bought this for like $8 off Amazon. Got the Flexzilla off Amazon. But a hose is just really helpful if you're gonna have a screen cleaner, if you're gonna have a pressure washer, if you're gonna have a water-fed pole system. Get yourself a hose, makes it nice and easy. Don't use a customer's hose, that's tacky. But you could start with the garden hose that you have from your house. Call your parents, use one of theirs. Call your grandparents, get one of theirs, whatever, right? So garden hose. Next thing is definitely something that is gonna be a later purchase probably, because you're probably not starting out with $4,000 of investing money, but it helps a lot. You've probably seen guys using it, especially on these kinds of videos, and that is the water-fed pole system. All right, the frame's getting pretty full of stuff, but this is my Zero Pure water-fed pole system. I've had it for years. The only thing I need to do is maintain some of the filter system inside of it, but other than that, one-time purchase of nearly $2,000. And with that, you gotta hook the garden hose up. What it does is it purifies the water. So on the other end, you're spitting out really clean water, no minerals, nothing like that. And when you clean the window with this brush where the water comes out of the end, you are able to clean the window without squeegeeing or anything like that. It dries spotless. Sometimes, really tough situations, it's gonna dry up with a little bit of dirt on there. So you might have to work a little extra hard. This pole, I don't have the whole piece of it, but this is a 50-foot pole. I have 3-story buildings that I clean with this piece of equipment. I have much larger brushes. I just use this brush for the video purpose, and it's boar's hair. These brushes are expensive, this pole's expensive, this water-fed pole system is expensive. So that's like top tier. Your business is going, it's cruising. You're gonna end up buying some more valuable pieces of equipment. They're gonna help you be more efficient. But you hook up the garden hose, then you hook up this hose to the out end, and I got 100 and 200 feet of this, and then you can just get going. By the way, I forgot to mention, this is my traditional cleaning pole that goes up to 12 feet. So this is how I clean tall windows without the ladder. 12-foot pole, but I also use this for water-fed pole sometimes if I'm just using first floor. This pole's really light, makes it super easy. So again, that's an item that you're probably not gonna get right away, but I just wanted to add it to it. Also, I didn't bring it, but I do have a pressure washer. It's, I think it's 5 gallons per minute, 35 or 4,200 PSI, I don't know. It gets the job done. That is also a piece of equipment that has helped me make extra money along the way. But you know what a pressure washer looks like. And I don't run a just pressure washing business, so I'm not like a specialist on it, but I know that it's worth it, and my machine is great, runs hard. Only thing I have to do is use like a bungee cord to keep the throttle at full throttle, because I'm not a mechanical type of person. But with all that said, here's the equipment, here's things you actually need. Still, in this shot, besides the truck, besides the wrap, you're talking around $5,000 to have a full-fledged, high-tier, high-level window cleaning business. So I just wanted to get that information in front of you. It's hot, so I want to end this video, but I do have a bonus thing that could help your business. And that is this: if you have already started your business and you're figuring out how to take payments, how you're able to set up quotes, how to communicate with customers, then you need to get a CRM, customer relations management software. I have partnered and I am an affiliate of Jobber. So this is a sponsored ad, I guess. I don't know, don't want to pull wool over your eyes. But the good news is I've got a link in the description. If you click it, you get it free for 14 days. And then if you want to buy it, you get it for 20% off for a couple months, and I get a commission, and so we all win, right? So check it out, and it's called Jobber. Super helpful, helps me run all the back end of my business, made my businesses way more professional over the last year. I was already a user. They reached out to me because I made content. So you should also make content. That could be a bonus too, because you already got a phone. But with that said, that's my push there. And then a push for me is that I do coaching. I do coaching for your mind, money, movement, but obviously we want to talk about helping you build your business, but I'm going to get into the nitty gritty, talk about your specific life, where you're at, some pain points, how to just improve everything. Right now, I got a super simple, just 1 hour phone call, and you get my email, full email access. But really soon, I'm about to drop a full-fledged coaching program, 6 months long, just to get your whole life, right? We're obviously talking about business, getting your business going, but how to be healthy in our mind, our money, and our movement in the meantime of life. If you haven't started your window cleaning process, if you don't know how to clean yet and you want to learn more about that, you can get my course. It's super on sale, and that is also in the description, but it's going to teach you everything you need to know, A to B. I'm going to go into this equipment even more in detail, and after that, you'll know how to clean windows, how to get jobs. Boom. So check out the course, but I didn't want to bombard you with all that stuff. But I hope that this was helpful. If it was, hit me with the comments. Love the comments, and it helps my channel grow. You know that. I love responding to the comments. Hit me in DMs on my Instagram. Hit a like, hit a subscribe, share with your friends. And most importantly, in the meantime, enjoy the here while you're trying to get there.